Let me start with Mithun Vijay Kumar. Clearly, the fact that the police took 6 days to arrest the seer, be that as it may, finally they did arrest him yesterday. But even after that, over the last 24 hours, whether it was rushing him to hospital, producing him in court, and the court itself was so surprised, how come he has not been questioned for even an hour, let alone arrest? Is the seer getting VVIP treatment even after arrest?
See, the police, as far as I understand, have acted in accordance with the law, and the investigation was undergoing right from the time the case was registered. Now, in general cases, what we see is, for a normal person, for a normal man, for a common man, the moment an FIR is filed, he gets registered. But for a high-profile case, maybe this person is getting a preferential treatment, that the police is investigating this matter at a preliminary stage, and then they are taking action. So during this process, right from the time the FIR was registered, the police has investigated. They have thoroughly interrogated many people, and yesterday, after 3 to 4 hours of interrogation,
can you please tell me if there
and
was
today,
any other accused in place of the Swamiji? One second. No need to get so excited. In place of this Swamiji, if there was any other accused, do you think the police would have taken 6 days to arrest him?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told you, in the beginning itself, that if it was a common man, they would have immediately arrested him. But that's not the process of law. The law itself demands that you.
So the process of law is that you have to wait for 6 days, give him VVIP treatment, and then arrest him. Roll out the red carpet, then arrest him. Is that the process of law?
Allow me to finish.
No. I will allow you to finish, provided you give me, a cogent, legal, logical reasoning. Is it your case that the cops should have rolled out the red carpet for him?
No. I don't see that the red carpet is being rolled out for him. The only thing I see is that the police is actually following the procedure, because it's a high-profile case and they can't arrest him like any other common man.
So that's what I was asking you. Is it procedure to take 6 sweet days, sit comfortably, and then allow this gentleman who had the premises where supposedly these crimes took place, the access and the opportunity to destroy evidence, and then after the public and media pressure became so big that they had no choice but to arrest him? That is the normal procedure of law for any accused?
As far as I understand, the police was interrogating people associated with this case. He was even stopped from crossing Karnataka to other state.
Can you name a few people who they were interrogating?
See, I don't know the names personally, but the police, as far as I know, and this is reported in many news media, it's not that I'm making it up, I'm not cooking up the stories.
Okay.
It has happened. They have
Ganesh Prasad,
people,
I find it quite amazing that Mithun thinks that this is the normal process of law. If instead of Shivmurthy Sharnaru, this gentleman's name was Ganesh Prasad or Mithun or Zaka or Rashmi, I'm sure the police would not have extended the same kind of treatment, wait for 6 days before the arrest happened, and that too very, very stringent provisions, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. POCSO, SC/ST Act, these are not normal provisions. Ganesh Prasad.
Yes, these provisions are very heinous in crime. So because of that, there should be a total vigilant investigation in this matter. But I fail to understand why it took 6 days for them to arrest him.
Exactly.
And subsequently, an arrest has been occurred. And right now, the investigation has been in the process. And is rather than him restraining or certain hamper of certain kind of what do you consider this as, certain kind of tampering the witnesses or anything, which I'm not saying that might have happened, but it is restraining those kind of activities. So the only thing would be more considerate is when a POCSO matter has been involved, I believe that they should have taken the accused immediately into custody for compliance of 53A for a rape case, where a medical examination should be done by the accused. These lapses are not to be considered. As per Article 14, everyone's equal before the eyes of law. Taking this as a ratio, I believe that the investigation is being like a bit misled, so which made us the motive to file this petition before the Honorable High Court.
No, the most important thing, and I asked Rashmi Sawant this, the most important thing is in high-profile cases where the accused is seemingly, Rashmi, an influential person, a very powerful person, and the accused continues to stay in the place where allegedly this crime took place for 6 days after the complaint became public. There were other children who were there in that mutt who have been moved out of there, and rightfully so, and they should be under police protection right now. But the said accused person has all access for the last 6 days to destroy evidence if he so chooses.
In fact, I'm appalled that it took so long for the arrest, and that, even if, the ruling party is behaving a certain way, none of the opposition parties put any pressure. You know, everybody was almost silent. It's appalling to see, this kind of how bad vote bank politics is, and how low politicians are willing to stoop for a few meager votes. I mean, this is a human rights issue. It's violation of rights of very young girls, and whatever be the case, whatever the judgment, I think it's very unfair that the arrest happened so late. I mean, there will be sufficient time to, prove whether things were right or wrong. I don't know why there was so much delay in making the arrests. I'm actually quite ashamed in the way that things are playing out in my own home state. And as a woman, it's appalling that, there is alternative treatment to perpetrators of such crimes based on what their background is, what their history is. It's appalling to see that. I mean, if a high-profile person commits a crime, then there's a different sort of treatment, and if a low-profile person commits the crime, then there's something else going on here. And also the fact that there's elections next year, that seems to be contributing heavily to why,
Absolutely.
Why or not. I mean, it's appalling to see this kind of degeneration in our society in this day and age.
I want to ask Gopal